Today we're going to be looking at some rare nickels that are worth a lot more than 5 cents. We're going to show you why these coins sold at auction for hundreds and even thousands of dollars. So if you guys are new, feel free to check out all the other coin and collectible videos here on the channel. By the way, coin books are selling very fast on couchcollectibles.com, so if you guys would like one, feel free to go check that out on couchcollectibles.com. Link is always in the description of every single video. So welcome back to Couch Collectibles. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. Let's just hop into this one. Alright, so starting off first here with a 1952 Jefferson nickel that has been broadstruck, which we'll see that around the rim of the coin there. Now this coin isn't super valuable, you know, maybe it would have probably sold more had it been graded by, you know, like PCGS or someone, but this coin did end up selling for over $70. So, you know, you're not going to make a fortune off something like this, but let's move on to some more expensive Jefferson nickels here. So this is a 1952 no mint mark graded by PCGS at an AU58. So this does not have a mint state grade, you know, a top of the line grade or anything, but it's got an AU58 grade. And the planchet has been broken. So we'll see that crack, that line all the way through the middle of the coin there. This coin ended up selling for over $180, even in that condition. So not bad at all. Now this coin here is a 1952 D mint mark. If you guys are not familiar with, you know, coins in general, or if you guys are, you know, new to coin collecting, the D mint mark on these coins will be there on the reverse of the coin. As we zoom in there, you can see that D mint mark. Now this coin has a very high grade. That's where all the value comes in at. It's sold for over $16,000 because it's graded by PCGS, the coin grading company, at a mint state 67. So a 70 is the highest you can get. This is at a 67. Also full steps, so we talk about full steps in my other nickel videos. Feel free to check that out. You can't have any interruptions or, you know, damage or anything going on there on the steps of the reverse of the coin. So 16 grand. So the grade population is going to be extremely important. You know, if there was thousands of these graded at a mint state 67, it wouldn't sell for that price because, you know, it would be common to have it in this condition. But because it's rare to have it at this grade, that's what gives it the value. Now here is another example of a 1952 D mint mark that only sold for a little over $75. So the difference between this coin and the last nickel that we looked at is the grade. So this is at a mint state 64, only 70 bucks. A mint state 67, over 16,000. So keep that in mind. It's going to be risky when grading these coins. That's why you guys got to learn, and really determine if you think you can get a mint state 67, or you know, you don't want to grade it if you think it's going to be a 64. So keep that in mind. Alright, so here is another 1952 Jefferson nickel that has been double struck. The second strike is 90% off center. Of course, something like this is not going to fit in a coin roll from the bank, but the coin did sell for over $190. Moving along, now we'll go through this one very quickly as well because this is similar to the last two coins or the other coins that we looked at. This is the 1952 no mint mark, so it does not have a mint mark on the coin, and it's graded at a mint state 67. This coin sold for over $3,900. That's where all of the value is at in the grade itself. So keep that in mind as well. Now this next coin is a 1952 Jefferson nickel that is not in the best condition here, only graded at a fine 15, but the coin still sold for over $35 in this condition. You know, had it been in much better condition, it could have sold for a lot more. And the reason it sold for that is because it has a clamshell lamination, which we won't be able to see because it's taking place. You'll see that on the edge of the coin, like the metal will be propped up there on the edge of the coin. So again, had it been, you know, a mint state grade, it could have sold for a lot more money. Now here is a 1952. We looked at the 1952 graded at a mint state 67 plus that sold for over $3,900. This is graded at a mint state 64 and only sold for around $400. So big difference in prices there based on the grades of the coin. Now here's a 1952 S mint mark. So this coin has been struck off center. You can look for off centers on all kinds of different coins, not just Jefferson nickels and even modern coins. This nickel ended up selling for over $440. Here's another example of a 1952 Jefferson nickel design that was struck onto a 10-cent planchet. So this is actually a mint error. The coin is graded by NGC at an AU55. So the whole Jefferson nickel design does not fit on this planchet because it was struck on a Roosevelt dime planchet. And this coin sold for over $470 in this condition. Now we looked at a Jefferson nickel design struck on a dime. In this case, a Jefferson nickel design was struck onto a 1-cent planchet, a penny planchet. Lincoln penny planchet. So it's graded by PCGS at a Mint State 63 Brown, and this coin sold for over $600. Can you believe that? Now don't get these confused with environmental damaged Jefferson nickels. I get a lot of images of those. So inspect your coins closely, get a second opinion. Now here's the 1952 that is the proof Jefferson nickel, not the regular business strike. This coin is graded at a proof 68 deep cameo. Again, a perfect grade is a 70. This is at a 68, so an extremely high grade. And this coin ended up selling for over $14,000. Now as we move on here to the 1952 S mint mark, this Jefferson nickel here has a very high grade of a Mint State 66 plus with full steps. And this coin ended up selling for over $8,800, an $8,000 nickel. Now, if we compare that to a 1952 S that's graded at a Mint State 64, this coin only sold for around $50. So we go from $50 to $8,000 based on the condition or the grade of the coin. Now here is two coins that sold together. They were graded at an extra fine 40. It's the 1952 that has been split after the strike. So here's one side of the nickel, here's the reverse of the nickel. Now for the other nickel that sold with it, here's the reverse of the Jefferson nickel and then the obverse of that Jefferson nickel. So split after the strike. These two coins sold together for a combined $322 at auction. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Check out the videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles and this is where I disappear.